Hi everyone, it's Athena. Welcome back to my channel. It is the final day of April 30th, 2020. We are moving into May. I hope all is well with you. Safety first, happiness, and hopefully some creativity coming out of this time. Okay? All right, let's see what's happening, what the universe would like for us to know. This is a collective reading, okay, for the 30th of April. 30th of April, Thursday, 2020. Okay, let's see what's happening. There are some people that are talking about the subscribers are talking that sometimes you don't get to see the notifications. If that is the case on my channel, just heads up, YouTube's doing some funky stuff and some subscribers are losing their notifications of certain channels. So all you have to do is go in and resubscribe. So unsubscribe and then resubscribe and hit the bell again. Just FYI. All right, so here's our transformation, right? Here's what we're going through. Each and every one of us. A transformative time. A time where the old ways of being, the old ways of thinking, we are karmic endings happening, karmic clearing happening. The old is leaving in order for the making way for the new. Yeah? Okay, beautiful. So there are a lot of endings and a lot of transformation, time of rebirth for all, right? A lot of us are like, okay, let's get this, let's complete this, right? So this is like, let's get moving on clearing out all the old baggage, all the garbage, right? It's like, let's empty our trash. It's time. And it's not necessarily trash per se. It's just whatever needs to be emptied, whatever needs to be released, whatever needs to go, right? So that's like, and it's getting to a point where the universe is saying, let's go, hurry it up, right? Whatever needs to be closed in your life so that the new can come, let's do that. So there's that. Why? Because look, so there's, wow, Ten of Swords. So there's obviously endings. Here's the endings, right? And in the middle of it is, come on, let's get on with it. So this betrayal, unfortunately, and it is upright, so I have to call it like it is, and let's see what the next card comes in as, but there has been a betrayal, and now there is a time of moving quickly to end what needs to end because of someone being backstabbed. The swords are, I mean, you can see they're, guy's not bleeding here, but he's definitely suffering because there's come an ending that's happening quickly. And probably, maybe it's happening so quickly that someone's like, I can't believe this is happening to me, right? Maybe it's disbelief also of something happening quick. This is a quick ending, a quick death. I hope it's not physical death. Someone looks like it's a betrayal. Someone backstabs someone. So let's keep going and see. But it's something that happened just like quick. The Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So we have an ending that happened quickly, kind of like out of the blue. Someone feels like they got betrayed, but of course, you know, if you don't already, that when things end quickly or things happen quickly that you feel like are betrayals, it's also a blessing in disguise. In some way, there's always something like that happening. It could be about money. It looks like someone was holding on, or someone was holding on to the idea that someone might have been holding on to money and not telling someone else, right? So someone feels betrayed in this situation. So here's the end of that betrayal, right? Being that we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, someone else could have released themselves from a relationship that someone betrayed them, and so they're finally letting go now and leaving the relationship, right? So that looks like, to me, it's more about letting a relationship go because of a betrayal. If we get more pentacles in this, it could be about money, but I'm feeling it's about betrayal in a relationship, that now someone's saying, oh my God, it's coming to a final close and I can't believe it's happening. And then the person, it could be the Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sag, that's saying, I'm letting go because of this betrayal. So someone's letting go for sure, and it's happening quick. And the other person is kind of in disbelief of that happening. Okay. Right? Someone is finally standing up against many people. So this is also affecting, this could be a family unit that's being affected by this betrayal. It could be about friends. All right. Someone's standing up for themselves finally. For what reason? I feel like I need to say finally standing up for themselves and letting go. And that's, I believe, the Queen of Wands, who's doing it, right? She's letting these pentacles go. She's releasing. It's reversed. And she's finally standing up for her rights and saying, I'm out. You know, I don't want to feel this way. And I'm going to let this thing end for good, because I don't want to be feeling like I've been betrayed. For whatever reason, it doesn't really, we haven't really gotten to the core reason, but the essence of this reading is that someone is leaving finally because they're saying, you know what, I need to stick up for myself, and I just need to leave. And there are, people saying, the outsiders, the naysayers, right, are either trying to dissuade you or not in agreement with your decision, but you're fighting them off and saying, too bad, so sad. That's what I hear. So something's going on here, right? All right, bottom of the deck, that's what I heard. It is about money. All right, so someone is fighting for their rights. It could be about someone betrayed them financially. Maybe someone was hiding money. There could be someone, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, hiding money and or being on the opposing side, being on the opposite side of that, being on the receiving side, right, is what I mean. And someone saying, I don't have the money, but they do, and they're giving you like little crumbs. Let's see what else. Yeah. So this is a huge disappointment. So this is a relationship where it could be a divorce or a separation of assets, and the assets, someone is holding, like someone has been holding the money and giving frugally, right? Being very frugal with their funds, when in actuality, maybe that was the betrayal, right? Look, someone's waiting for money. It is. It's about money. Someone knows that money's coming in, and when that money comes in, that person will receive their money. But there was a betrayal in money. Now, it could be through a divorce case, through a child support, something of that nature, where it is also like loss of a relationship and loss of, the money coming in and being given out. So there's some kind of an issue with that, right? What else do I see? Let me see. And it's kind of like abruptly ending, because this is abrupt, right? This is an abrupt ending where someone was holding on to money or is giving money being very frugal with their money. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen because, I don't know. Obviously, we don't know what your story is. Each individual, it's a collective story. But, for many, they're going to feel betrayed because maybe they're waiting for, child support, alimony, and they're only getting half now where they were getting, more before. Well, it's going to happen. Why? Because people are losing their jobs. They don't have the money. And if they do have the money, they're trying to save what they have so that, money needs to come in. These coins need to drop first. And that's what this is about. Saving as much as you can as the money flows in and trickles in, because why? It's coming in slowly, right? So the money coming in slowly, it looks like this. The money's coming in slowly, so someone's saving as much as they can. They are paying out what they need, whatever they can, but someone feels betrayed by it, And I'm feeling seriously that we must really be more compassionate with those who have lost their jobs and cannot support their families. Look, it's about supporting your family. This is a family dynamic right here, right? So making sure that they have enough money for their family. So saving their money, not being cautious. Someone feels like they've been betrayed by this, maybe on the opposing side of this, and feeling like you need to defend yourself because maybe something was promised and not delivered, right? There's definitely a loss here, all right? And it is about money. So let me just get a couple of clarifying cards to talk about this situation. Maybe someone's waiting to get a job and then things will be better. But in the meantime, if someone is out of work or there's one party working out of the house, let's say, and the other is not working, there are reasons for everything happening. So someone feels that money flow, right, has ended, and they feel not as much betrayed as they're like, it's painful. It's a painful reality. That's what I hear. This is a painful reality that, you want to make sure that you have enough to provide for your family, right? And a lot of people are going through this. It's very, we have to understand that now we need to plan and be more patient with others, with ourselves, so that the dynamic of money right now is going to be a complete changing hands in money, meaning starting to save. And what do we invest in? What are we investing in, right? What are we doing financially in our lives differently now? Are we looking at the way we spend a little more closely and looking at not needing, things? Being frugal right at these times is really what this is saying, because money is coming in slowly. This is the slowest knight of the deck, all right? The Page of Pentacles. So the money's going to come in, but it's coming in slow for many people because many are dealing with one income families. So be more compassionate. And also, on the other hand, it is a huge reality check for many of us going through this. Do we really need to be buying, foolishly, right? Let's call it like it is. So being really smart about where we spend our money, right? It's the new reality we all must face. So that is part of what is being asked of us. Waiting things out. Let's plan. Let's be smart about how we save, what we spend. Be smart about it. It's time to look at this new situation as this is the death of the old way of spending foolishly. That's what this reading is about. Not spending foolishly, being more cautious, saying to yourself when you're ready to purchase something, do I really need this? That's going to be the new way, right? There's no more deceiving yourself, right? Or living up to what others think think about you, right? There's no more envy. There's no more deception. The deception is gone. Like the clear vision now is we need to be more cognizant about how we spend. Look, choosing wisely, right? It's right here. We have 3 sevens in the reading. Being mindful of the universe is sending us a clear message here to be mindful of our spending, right? It's time to move out of it. This is what is the death of the old ways of how we spend money, the death of the old ways of how we look at what we value, right? Do you need to buy those Gucci shoes? You know what I mean? Do we need to buy Starbucks every day? Those are the issues that are now being addressed because it's coming. This pandemic has changed our value system. All right. It's not only protecting our health, but it's also protecting our money, our economic values, and making sure we can provide for our families, our children, our dogs, whatever, right? It's all about that. So making sure, right? And here's the new beginning. Do you see? We're moving out of it's like this. We're moving out of a time. That's what's dying. This is what's dying. We're moving out of a time where we just, used credit cards for everything and didn't think about what we were buying. We didn't take into account of, buying Starbucks every day, right? And now we're becoming more frugal. Why? Because of the circumstances of our lives right now. They're changing. In order for this new beginning is happening for us, and this is the way we're going to be a new reality, right? It's not a bad reality, but it's going back to a more innocent time of what's important. What do we value in our lives, And valuing the simple things in life, really. It's more important. That's more important. What is more important is the question here, right? It's a huge transformation for some. The death card is a transformation. Transforming from a time where you just didn't even think about it. You just pressed purchase, right? Let's buy it. Done. It's not going to be like that anymore. It's going to be a time now where we're going to be more smarter, Let's be smarter. Okay, let's get an Ascended Master card. Archangel right here. Green Tara comes in with supreme protection, saying that we are protected. The cords are being cut, which is the rebirth of the old. and move beyond limitation and trust. We need to trust what's happening out in our world today because we are not alone in this. We are in this together as a community. Mother Earth is transforming as we are. Part of the transformation and the safety, knowing that we're protected here, we are being told that we are being protected, but yet we also need to move beyond the limiting belief systems of the old paradigm, which was very 3D, very egoic. Well, let's spend, buying, let's just be not thinking about the consequences, right? Now we have to think about the consequences. Now we're in a different time. This is now pushing us into a new realm, a new life, a new beginning of what? Of what matters to us more, right? Where are we placing our value in life? That's what's being questioned here for all of us to see and for all of us to change. We are all transforming together in this, and we must trust that what's happening is going to be so much better, going back to like the simple things in life. Have a great day.